Switzerland is easily one of the most beautiful countries in the world, no matter when you're visiting. Come wintertime, though, it becomes a veritable wonderland, with powdery ski slopes and frozen lakes galore.
These landscapes are considered to be what makes Switzerland the perfect destination for vacationing and exploring new cultures. The amazing natural beauty of the majestic Alps, the placid lakes, quaint villages, cosmopolitan cities and towering castles.
While it is most famous for its ski resorts during the winter, it is beautiful all year round. Skiing in Switzerland should be on everyone's bucket list.
Here's a look at the best places to visit in Switzerland. Number 10. Lucerne. The city of Lucerne is a popular stop for most people visiting Switzerland.
Lucerne sits on Lake Lucerne in central Switzerland, framed by snow-capped mountains and medieval buildings. This city's old town is home to historic attractions, lively town squares, boutique shops and old churches. Many people touring Switzerland spend at least a few days in Lucerne.
Lucerne is located in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, so the official language is Swiss German. But everyone here speaks English, making it very easy to speak with the local population. Lucerne lies at the north end of Lake Lucerne, where the river Reuss flows out of the lake. 2 days are enough to visit most of the primary attractions in Lucerne. However, if you plan to see more places in Switzerland for a week or more, a day trip to Lucerne is good.
Number 9. Zermatt. Travelers looking to ski or snowboard in the Swiss Alps should head to Zermatt. This small town in the middle of the Alps is famous for housing the Matterhorn in Switzerland's highest ski resort. Zermatt is an excellent destination, but the slopes of Matterhorn is what makes it so unique. All year round the slopes of Matterhorn present the magnificent beauty of the landscape and nature. German is the language of the majority of locals and entrepreneurs, but there is a very high fluency rate of English among the people of Zermatt. Thermals, gloves, a hat, snow boots or hiking boots, and a decent ski jacket are all essential. High summer into early fall is the best time to come to Zermatt. Zermatt is car-free. Only electric vehicles are allowed for commercial use, together with horse-drawn carriages. We recommend staying in town for 2 nights and spending at least 1 full day in Zermatt.
Number 8. St. Moritz. St. Moritz welcomes travelers with exceptional skiing, swanky hotels and top-notch restaurants. St. Moritz, considered the birthplace of alpine winter tourism. There are a number of quaint villages and towns near St. Moritz in the Engadine region, plus an amazing national park, all of which are worth visiting. St. Moritz has also become a pinnacle of luxury and a destination for the elite.
The driving distance between Zurich to St. Moritz is 203 kilometers. It takes approximately 2 hours 23 minutes to drive from Zurich to St. Moritz. One of the best lakes for swimming is Ledge Marsh, which is located in a small forest inside a protected moorland between St. Moritz and Chamfer. The Swiss mountain resort town of St. Moritz is the second most expensive place in the world for tourist and business accommodation. St. Moritz can be reached by train and by car. There are no highways nearby. In winter, the passes are closed and the car train can be used to reach the Engadine. Winter, December to March, is the coldest season in St. Moritz, so December to March is the best season to visit. Number 7. Zurich.
Zurich is a cosmopolitan financial center, a foodie haven and a romantic European city that appeals to all types of travelers. A vacation here should include spending time admiring Lake Zurich, exploring the trendy bars and restaurants. Zurich is an upmarket banking city and the financial capital of Switzerland. It's better to stay in Zurich instead of Bern if you're traveling by train, catching a flight, and/or prefer a more vibrant, buzzing city. Zurich is famous for luxurious lifestyles, high-end shopping, and fancy chocolates. Zurich lies in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, but, in everyday life, people in Zurich speak Swiss German. In Zurich, winter begins in December. The weather is cold and it can snow. Zurich isn't a huge city, so 2 days is the perfect amount of time to explore all the interesting activities and beautiful sights Zurich has to offer.
Number 6. Bern, the capital of Switzerland. Bern sometimes gets overlooked for flashier Swiss cities, like Zurich and Geneva. Bern is known as the City of Fountains. Bern is a beautiful and tranquil city that offers fantastic things to do and places to stay. In Bern's main station, there are over 80 shops, open 365 days a year. On weekdays, most of them are open until 9 p.m., on weekends and public holidays until 8 p.m. Bern, the largest city of Zurich, as well as Basel. The official language is German, but the main spoken language is the local variant of the Alemannic Swiss German dialect, Bernese German. It's totally possible to see Bern in one day. The Bern ticket offers free traveling in the public transport zones 100 and 101, which is basically all of Bern. If you are visiting Switzerland for the first time, I highly recommend visiting Bern first.
Number 5. Basel. Head to Switzerland's third most populous city if you appreciate art. The legendary Art Basel event started here and has since migrated to other cities around the world. The most common language spoken in Basel is Swiss German. The distance between Basel and Zurich is 76 kilometers. January through April, October through December are months with snowfall in Basel. In Basel, during December, snow falls for 2.6 days and regularly aggregates up to 85 millimeters, 3.35 inch of snow. Throughout the year, in Basel, there are 11.1 snowfall days, and 369 millimeters, 14.53 inch of snow is accumulated. In Basel there is a lot of rain even in the driest month. Basel has a Mediterranean climate and as many as 300 days of sunshine a year. Best time to visit Basel is the season between mid-May and end of June, mid-August to end of October. There are so many things to do in Basel, it requires at least 3 days to explore.
Number 4. Swiss National Park. Switzerland's only national park is located in the eastern portion of the country and sprawls across 42,000 acres of land. It was one of the earliest national parks in Europe. As of 2022, it is the only national park in Switzerland. Moreover, the easiest and the fastest method to reach to Swiss National Park is by taking the train via Zurich to Zermatt, which is of 2.5 hours one way. Hikers will find 50 miles of trails to explore, while nature lovers can admire the flora and fauna.
Number 3. Interlaken. Interlaken's unique location between two lakes, Lake Brienz and Lake Thun, makes it a breathtaking spot for a vacation. Interlaken is considered one of Switzerland's best destinations for its scenic and unique location. However, Interlaken isn't the only place in Switzerland having a picturesque landscape and adrenaline-pumping things to do. Interlaken is a mid-sized town in the center of Switzerland. It is surrounded by the Bernese Alps and situated on the valley floor. Swimming, splashing around and jumping into the water is an unforgettable experience anywhere in Interlaken. If you want to explore outside the immediate area or want shops and nightlife, then Interlaken is for you. One day is enough to see in Interlaken and also take a boat trip on one of the lakes.
Number 2. Lauterbrunnen. If you want to walk, have a quiet life and explore locally, then Lauterbrunnen is the place to stay. Charming Swiss village, surrounded by majestic waterfalls and a breathtaking valley, nature doesn't get much more striking than this. I spent over a week in Switzerland and visited so many impressive places, but Lauterbrunnen was still one of the highlights. The region's three well-known mountains, Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, can all be seen from the village, with Lauterbrunnen the main gateway to the Jungfrau. There are spectacular views everywhere you look. The village's main street is lined with hotels, restaurants, cafes, shops, and a supermarket. It's easy enough to spend an hour or two browsing. The quaint and quiet village of Eisenfluh sits on a plateau 400 meters above Lauterbrunnen. It's not on the regular tourist trail, but is definitely worth a visit. After turning off the main road 2 kilometers from Lauterbrunnen, the twisty mountain road passes through a 1.2-kilometer loop tunnel and then winds its way up the hillside. Cars are allowed in Lauterbrunnen and driving in the village is easy. 72 thundering waterfalls, secluded valleys, colorful alpine meadows, and lonely mountain inns, the Lauterbrunnen Valley is one of the biggest nature conservation areas in Switzerland. Number 1. Grindelwald. Grindelwald, a village in Switzerland's Bernese Alps, is a popular gateway for the Jungfrau region, with skiing in winter and hiking in summer. It's also a base for mountain climbing ascents up the iconic north face of Eiger Mountain. Grindelwald itself can be reached by car, but for nearly all other places you can travel by train and cable cars only. Grindelwald is a charming village in winter. It can be touristy and crowded, especially during Christmas season and Swiss school holidays. Grindelwald is a great base if you prefer higher mountains and don't need the lakes. In Grindelwald, it's all about the mountains, whereas in Interlaken there are towns, villages, castles, and museums plus the water. Winter in Grindelwald is an amazing time to visit. Whether you are into winter sports or not, Grindelwald has enough to offer anyone and is a perfect winter destination in Switzerland. The best time to visit Grindelwald is May-June. Grindelwald can be visited year-round, but based on the ideal climate conditions, cost of travel, and avoiding peak holiday periods, May-June is the best time to go. In summer, the temperature in Grindelwald can rise as high as 18 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Grindelwald is perfect for people who want more adventurous activities, restaurants, and hotels with a more luxurious feel. Please give a like to my video. For more travel videos, do subscribe to this channel.